Every living thing is dependent for its growth on the division of cells called mitosis. In the laboratory, we can learn what mitosis really is and how it works. We see through the microscope that all living matter is made up of tiny units called cells. Cells come in a variety of shapes, some regular, others irregular. In the higher forms of life, a number of cell types are found. For example, human beings have muscle cells, bone cells, blood cells, and nerve cells, to mention only a few. By way of contrast, the amoeba is a single living cell, which is able to feed, grow, and even to reproduce when conditions are suitable. Although cells are found in a wide variety of shapes and types, they're essentially similar. Each cell is separated from its neighbors by a wall or a membrane. Living cells have a nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane. The nucleus contains a number of chromosomes. In this section of a pine leaf, only the cell walls remain. In some cells, it is possible to stain the nucleus or even the chromosomes. The number of chromosomes in each cell is important. Different species have their own particular chromosome number. The lowest is in the parasite Ascaris, which has only 2 chromosomes, ranging to several hundred in some deep-sea crustacea and in some plants. Maize has a chromosome number of 20. Wheat has 42. The chromosome number is 46 for man, 66 for horses. Dogs, 78. And sheep, 54. Usually, the chromosome number is the same for all cells of a body and for all individuals of a species. Man has a chromosome number of 46, whether he's black or white, Indian or Eskimo, giant or pygmy. How is such constancy in chromosome number maintained? Why is the chromosome number constant for a particular species? The answer lies in the mechanism by which cells divide, called mitosis. Old cells divide to form new cells, and each new cell is an image of the parent cell. Growth of an individual or a population depends on this continuing process. The division of cells is accompanied by division of the nucleus and the chromosomes it contains. It is in the division of the chromosomes that we find the essential feature of mitosis. Each chromosome divides to form 2 daughter chromosomes which are identical. Each pair of daughter chromosomes separates into opposite daughter cells, and consequently each daughter cell contains a set of chromosomes identical to those of the parent cell. Let us follow the course of a mitotic division using a schematic cell with simplified chromosomes. First, the chromosomes thicken and contract, the nuclear membrane disappears, and a spindle is formed. The chromosomes become attached to the spindle at their centromeres. The chromosomes are drawn towards the center of the spindle, and the centromeres now divide. The 2 daughter chromosomes separate and move to opposite poles. The spindle disappears, and nuclear membranes form around each group of chromosomes. Finally, a new cell wall divides the original cell into 2 daughter cells, each an image of the parent cell. The parent cell had 2 pairs of chromosomes, making 4 in all. Likewise, each daughter cell contains 4 chromosomes. The chromosomes are undiminished in both quantity and quality. Mitosis is in fact very complex, and we'll now attempt to show it more realistically. When cells are in the resting stage, the individual chromosomes can't be detected until mitosis begins. The first sign of mitosis is the appearance of the chromosomes as long, thin threads. Their double structure is already obvious some time before the formation of the spindle. First, the chromosomes thicken and contract. The nuclear membrane disappears and a spindle is formed. The chromosomes become attached to the spindle at their centromeres. The chromosomes move to the equator of the spindle and the centromeres divide. After division, each original parent chromosome consists of two identical daughter chromosomes which now move to opposite poles. The spindle disappears and nuclear membranes form around each group of chromosomes. The original cell divides into two daughter cells, and the individual chromosomes become difficult to distinguish as the cell enters the resting stage. The cells absorb nutrient, grow, divide again, and so the process of growth continues. It is important to remember that in all mitotic divisions, each chromosome divides to form two daughter chromosomes which are identical. Each one of a pair of daughter chromosomes separates into opposite cells, and consequently each daughter cell contains a set of chromosomes identical to those of the parent cell. Apart from oddities, the chromosome number is the same for all cells of a body, and usually the same for all individuals of a species. Mitosis is the process by which cells divide. New cells originate only by division of existing cells. So, mitosis is the basis of life and growth.